and hello everyone in the panel. I would be glad to meet you face to face. Unfortunately, we don't have the conditions, but hopefully we can meet very soon, either here in Lisbon or in any other part of the world. I deeply agree with the two panelists that spoke before me, Savas and Sorab. I think tourism is very important at this stage, and we have a huge opportunity to make tourism a force for good. Back in 2016, we outlined a strategy here in Portugal that puts sustainability in the first place. And basically, we have been working with this agenda for a long time now. And maybe that's why we have been considered to be, one of the world leading destination for 3 times in a row. And Portugal has also ranked high in the travel tourism competitiveness index. And I think this is a kind of a result of the great effort that we have been doing for more than 10 years. So when we analyze, the easiness of hiring foreign labor, when we analyze the country brand strategy, the environmental treaty, the quality of tourism infrastructures, we see that, we have been working in a very consistent way this paradigm in this priority, making the tourism a force for good. Of course, everything changed. We were hit by a big wave. In Nazaré, in the center of Portugal, we have 100 feet high waves, and this coronavirus is kind of a wave. It is by surprise. We were not waiting for it. We are not ready for it. But still, notwithstanding, even before the World Health Organization declared it a pandemic disease, we promptly approved social measures to protect the national healthcare system and to prevent a massive public health problem in the country. So safeguarding our lives is, and will be the imperative of our time. And so Portugal has managed to maintain a low rate of coronavirus infection. And a lot of people ask me why does it happen that way? And basically, I have two answers that I believe can justify why we coped well with this virus. First, people here in Portugal promptly obeyed confinement measures, and this has helped Portugal to manage its coronavirus outbreak in a very, very efficient way. And second, Portugal was benefit from being behind other countries, and so this has given the country time to get hospitals ready and to increase capacity intensive care units. Basically, that were, I believe, the two main reasons that can justify why Portugal has managed to maintain a low rate of infections. When you look at the economics, of course, we know, and it has been said before, that consumer confidence is falling across Europe, and an impact on travel services, impact on spending habits is huge. And so we know that uncertainty is here. And so most of the governments, as the Portuguese one also did, we had a lot of new instruments to inject liquidity in the companies, layoff measures that wanted to avoid unemployment, massive unemployment, and so on and so forth. But what I believe that's most important to retain at this stage is that apart from these economics measures, we, at least here in Portugal, we never stopped. So although we had a confinement policy, hotels did not close. Basically, we decided not to lock them down. And so because tourism is really an important industry in our country, we decided to give a sign. and start working from day one with the accommodation infrastructures to get them ready for these new trends in tourism. And so, although we were very busy outlining a fiscal system that favors investment, the financial framework to support investment, so on and so forth, one of our biggest priorities was to increase consumer confidence from day one. And so we launched several initiatives back in March. So basically, we launched a clean and safe seal to distinguish companies in the sector that comply with cleaning requirements. And the process is all online. And so basically you go to the tourism office site and you ask for the seal, you comply with a set of requirements, and then you get this seal that distinguish yourself and the companies in the sector that comply with these cleaning requirements. And I think it's a kind of this, and also apart from the seal, we have training, and we are having training sessions for all people that are employed in the industry, in the tourism industry, in order for them to keep them, with a hope that tourism will rise again. And so we never, my main message is that we never stopped. We have been working since, the pandemic has been declared. And then our main measures, apart from those that I mentioned before, related with economic framework and liquidity in the companies, our main message was to instigate trust in the tourists, of course, but in the companies and the workers, creating all the conditions for them to distinguish the importance of recognizing the importance of cleaning requirements. But of course, we were very advanced in that area already. But still, it's very important to keep them motivated while the market is gradually opening up, going back to this normal routine. And so I do believe that at this point we need to communicate this in a very crispy way. Here in Portugal, we had an excellent response to the pandemic disease. We have reopened the economy in a very natural way. Airports are working, and we have been in contact with other European countries as far as flight carriers are concerned, and so we are very much confident that we'll rebound in 2021. And the figures that we had so far in January and February, where we were growing 10-12% compared with the numbers that we had in 1 year ago, I do believe that they will come back. And because again, the assets that distinguish Portugal as the best destination in the world have not been infected by COVID.
Thank you.
We do have the beaches, we do have the sun, and on top of that, we do have very motivated people. Thank you.